In this product tour, we'll show you how our unified threat management solution is the complete security box, bringing together network, gateway, and endpoint protection in a single management console, and that you can deploy in the best way for your business: a hardware appliance, virtualized, installed on a server, or in the cloud. With our UTM, you simply pick the modules you need to start with. You can download our Essential Firewall for free, and because every feature is available no matter how you deploy, it's easy to add others whenever you want them. The console for UTM is where you can manage all of the features you're using. There's no need for command lines or separate interfaces. A dashboard gives you an at-a-glance view of what you have turned on and configured, and can also be customized so individual users can have their own views. And these widgets are actionable, so you can quickly get to settings or reports from the main screen. We also make it easy for you to find the features you need by typing into a search box. Here we've searched for authentication servers, so straight away we can import our Active Directory structure into the UTM for policy setting. Our UTM uses objects that work in all parts of the product to make policy setting easier. You create an object once, and then you can use that object in lots of different places. Here we've created a network object that we're using in both the network firewall and our web protection policy. You can also group objects, meaning you need less rules in your policies, which makes them easier to maintain. This is one of the real advantages of a truly unified solution. You can download and use our network firewall for free. It uses our object-based system to let you easily create and apply firewall rules. Here we're creating a rule to allow internal computers to connect to each other. To make it even easier, the rules here are also in priority order. For more advanced security, you can deploy our network protection module and add intrusion prevention with deep packet inspection, moving beyond filtering traffic by what it is to see what it's actually doing. Just enable the module and choose the network you want this policy to apply to. We provide a full list of attack signatures that are continually updated. You simply select the ones you need to stay protected. Nearly all of today's malware comes from the web. Effective web protection is about stopping threats, but also making sure your users stay productive. We let you do both in Sophos UTM. It's up to you how you manage web access for people in your business. You can set a global policy that defines how anyone accesses the web. Here, we're scanning for malware as well as blocking access to some less savoury types of websites. There are also some global exceptions to allow for things that need access for software updates. To get more specific, you can create profiles to apply different policies to users and groups, like the one we've created here. A newer challenge you have with the way your people use the web are apps that often consume time and bandwidth. With web application control, you can still allow access to social networking sites like Facebook, but have control over the apps that run inside it. In this example, we're blocking games from Zynga, things like Farmville and Mafia Wars. Over 95% of all emails sent is spam, and cybercriminals still use spam emails as a way to install malware. Email protection in Sophos UTM stops incoming messages that are spam and viruses. Just like in web protection, you can configure a global policy for all email traffic, or configure alternative settings for email domains. Users also get access to their own quarantined items to save you the time of managing these for them. You might also want to make sure that mails being sent out are secured too. For example, if you do business with another company, like the email domain we've set here, you can make sure the email sent to them is encrypted, either using SMIME or OpenPGP to keep it secure. With endpoint protection in Sophos UTM, we let you deploy and manage antivirus and device control for your desktops and laptops, and let you easily set policies for both these features in the UTM Web Admin Console. We make the installer available in the cloud, so computers can access it anywhere, or you can deploy it in any way that suits you. We'll also remove any existing antivirus that's installed. Once the install is done, computers are using our Live Connect cloud service, so you can set policies and see the status of these endpoints whenever and wherever they connect to the internet. And you get peace of mind because you know they're up to date and protected. Your Sophos UTM is also a wireless controller, letting you centrally manage our access points in the Web Admin Console. These devices don't need any configuration locally, so you can just plug them in and they'll talk to your UTM. First of all, we define where the UTM needs to listen for connected access points. As soon as one is connected, it will appear in the pending access points view in your UTM. Once you've authorized the device, your access point is active, letting you define how it broadcasts. In this example, we configured a guest wireless network that only connects to the internet. We also give you options for setting up hotspots and guest access to your Wi-Fi networks. First, we make sure the right people can give out guest access. Then it's just about defining how your visitors connect. You can give them a password, ask them to accept your terms and conditions, or even give them a voucher to access for a period of time or to download a certain amount of data. The login page is completely customizable, so it can carry your logo, welcome text, and terms of use. All of the configuration needed to make Wi-Fi work for your business can be done in your Sophos UTM, with no additional controllers and no extra software to install. If you manage web servers inside your network, they can be a target for hackers looking for vulnerabilities to attack, most commonly through methods like cross-site scripting and SQL injection. You start with web server protection by identifying the servers that exist on your network. Your Sophos UTM then becomes a reverse proxy, scanning incoming requests not only for viruses, but also giving you preset web application firewall rules to stop targeted attacks. So you don't need to be a web security expert to keep your servers safe. Our UTM has some great tools to help you secure and enable your remote workers and offices, because we think they deserve the same level of protection as the rest of your network. For your remote offices, there's Sophos Red, a small, affordable appliance that connects at your remote site and needs no local configuration. Once plugged in, all the settings for Red are controlled via a secure VPN from your Sophos UTM, removing the need for an engineer at your remote office or an expensive, fully featured appliance on the premises. If you have servers in Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, you can create a secure connection, making them part of your network in just a couple of easy steps. Setting up remote access for people who are out and about couldn't be easier. Just define the users that will have access to your network from the outside. Once configured, all they need is a link to download and install the client and configure it automatically. For an even simpler way to connect, we've created a remote access portal that uses HTML5, so your remote workers can connect to resources from outside your network without needing to install any type of client, which means it's compatible with smartphones and tablets too. There are different types of information you'll need from your UTM. Firstly, what's happening right now and how can you get to the right place to make changes if you need to? The dashboard isn't just an at-a-glance view of your UTM status. You can also click to get a live report, just like we've done with web protection here. You might also want to create more detailed time-based or scheduled reports on other features in your UTM. Once you've created a report with all the information you need, it's easy to schedule it and have it emailed to the right people.